Hello guys, I am back. Guess who's back? Back again. I made a video like 10 months ago and then I was like, okay, I need a break and just left. Well, it wasn't only a break, it was more like, people don't watch this shit, so why am I even doing it? Type of thing. And I got a comment recently like, oh, this was my favorite YouTuber and now she's gone forever. And I'm like, I'm still here. I still post on my shorts. I just don't do long form content because it's fucking annoying. By the way, I'm in my Tiana cosplay. And I feel very regal, very beautiful. Yes, yes. Now, for my own comfort, I am going to take my gloves off and take the petticoat under it off because it's so hard to sit in. That's so much better. So I was thinking of what should my comeback video be about, and I was like, oh my god, I can talk about being a black cosplayer. Being a black cosplayer so far, a lot happens. But before I talk about my experience as a black cosplayer and others' experiences, please subscribe, comment, like. If you like me doing long form content, please let me know, okay? Thank you. So let's get into the video. Before we do that, I have butterflies in my hair. Ain't it cute? I love it so much. Okay, sorry. Whew. Serious again. As a black cosplayer, cosplay, I decided to do it because I was interested in dressing up. And I survived a bone marrow transplant, and I was super conscious about what people thought about me when I had sickle cell, and then I went through my bone marrow transplant. But after I stared death in the face and said, fuck you, I was like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And one of the things I wanted to do was cosplay. Because I saw cosplay and I'm like, I'm gonna be wrong anyway, people aren't gonna like it. And my best friend is like, bitch, you are the wrong color, but who the fuck cares? Do what you want. And I'm like, you so right, twin. You so right. Some of the comments we get, like wrong skin. You have the wrong skin color, or like they make like the unfunny N-word jokes. Like even when it's a black character, somebody did this to me. It was my Alistair cosplay, and I was like, he's actually black, so your joke doesn't make any sense. Anyway, it's just people who are non-black really like to remind you, hey, you're black, by the way. You can't wear that costume. I don't give a fuck. So, I would be lying if I said that, like, these things don't get to me. Now, most of the time, like I said, I don't give a fuck. But these comments stick in the back of your head, and then you're like, maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. Like people always tell me, like, oh, delete the comment or block the person. They make new accounts. What do I do then? I just have to grin and bear it. I have certain word filters on my TikTok and on my Instagram, I think, so that I don't get that shit happening to me. But yeah. Also, when you're cosplaying a character and you take creative liberty, like a lot of black cosplayers do, we cosplay characters who are not black, and you know what, we put our own spin to it because it's fun. People are like, you ruined it, you ruined my favorite character, or like, actually Tiana doesn't have that type of crown, it's like I don't give a fuck. They want to put you in a little kind of box, like a little like, it's just so annoying to see that. And then just being racist as shit, or they gaslight you. Because I remember I called out this creator for doing blackface. The amount of people that were on her side was concerning. Hello? Well, this was a Russian cosplayer, so makes sense for them, unfortunately. Sorry, other cool Russian cosplayers, but some of y'all need to take a history class. Yeah, but anyway, or one of the things people really fight with me over is like when I put in my videos, support a black cosplayer, right? And they're like, actually we should support everybody because everybody matters. You clearly don't understand what I am talking about here. I'm saying that, like, specifically on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, if it is a white person's content, their content is going to be pushed out more than mine. So I'm like, hey, if you like what I'm doing, if you support what I do, help me up, boost me up a little bit. Also, what I love to say to these people that makes them just kind of go like, oh, it's a suggestion, Pookie. You don't have to do it. Nobody's forcing you. I'm not saying you better do this or else your mom's gonna die. Like, no. No. I'm just saying support me as a black cosplayer. Plus, you know, people always mention my race, but when I mention my own race, it's a problem. Like, hello? What is happening here? Now, here's the other part of the community that people don't like to talk about. Black people, I'm talking about you. Stand up. You would think that in my own black community, I would be accepted. Not always. If they see anything that's like weird or like out of the ordinary, they'll be like, that's not white people shit. I didn't know cosplaying solely belonged to white people. Silly me. Like, bitch, fuck you. I'm gonna cosplay. Whether you find it weird or not, I don't care. But it does hurt when your own community is like making fun of you. Like, what? Huh? It doesn't make any sense. Have this thing where they put black people in a box, even our own, like they want everybody to be the stereotypical black person. Now, I never was, because of the way I speak too. They're like, oh, she's an Oreo, she's whitewashed, all that. And they say all that over cosplay. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, I thought that we were on the same team. Guess not. Like, this incident happened to me. This is gonna be serious right now for a second. I'm gonna talk about Squid Kid. Squid Kid was this TikToker. They cosplayed very well. There were I was a follower of theirs. I won't pretend to know them, but I was a follower of theirs. So when they said that they passed away, it was a lot to process. And you know, where the community, my own community, black community, you would think that they would be like, oh my gosh, this is horrible, da da da. I had these black people say that I was anti-black because I cosplay characters that are not black sometimes. And then they also dragged Squid Kid into it, like, well, Squid Kid, they like unalive themselves because they were like in those like costumes that weren't black people, and that you don't want that to happen to you too, do you? Like a concern thing, which I know they weren't concerned, they were just being fucking assholes. I did make a video about this on my TikTok, but I'm not gonna link their profiles because they're nothing to me. They're flies on the fucking wall. But it was just having Squid Kid situation just thrown back at me, like, why are you even in this? People don't like you, people are racist. How do you stay in this? And I'm like, I stay in these fandoms because it doesn't matter what fandom it is, IRL or not, people are going to be racist. So I'm going to make my way, my path, and enjoy what I like to do. They were also saying, oh, I see you cosplay a white tea trans woman, which is Grill. I love my girl cosplay. It fucking rocks, okay? And they were like, oh, so you're fine with cosplaying her, but not a black trans character? And I'm like, okay, give me a character. These niggas, they said Marsha P. Johnson, and I was like, the historical figure, bitch? Fuck you. Like, I don't cosplay real people. So something actually did happen to me where I was on like the breaking point. Like, I was just really upset, even though I didn't want to be upset. So I have TikTok and I had Lemonade, right? And I thought that I deleted Lemonade because I didn't want it anymore. Turns out I didn't delete it, and everything that I was posting on TikTok was cross-posting to Lemonade. And Lemonade changed the sound of like a trend I was doing, so it just looks super cringe. But it was basically K-pop Demon Hunters Zoe like closet cosplay. Like, everything is from my closet. I don't have the actual costume, right? You would think that people would understand that. And then I get waves and huge crashing waves of people being just evil towards me for no reason. They were like, why is her body like that? Ooh, she's black, I don't like it. Like, I had to turn the comments off because people were making me mad. And I will say, I was at a breaking point. I was about to quit, or just take like a couple months off because I was so angry and upset. But I sent a video to Tony, not a video, the screenshots of what they were saying about me, to Tony Weaver Jr. And I was like, you can make a video about this. I don't really care. I'm tired and I feel overwhelmed. And he actually made a video about me, and I was super happy, and I got like a wave of just great people reassuring me, and I was very, very happy.
A black cosplayer dressed up as Zoe from K-pop Demon Hunters, and this is what people said to her. Black Zoe? 0 out of 10. I'm not racist, but I don't like Black Zoe. How can you gatekeep K-pop Demon Hunters from black cosplayers when K-pop is built on black culture? When the song said, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be, what about that made you think, ooh, I should start using slurs and making fun of people's bodies? Diversity has been encouraged multiple times by K-pop Demon Hunters creator, and her husband is responsible for iconic black characters. If you consume stories about acceptance and positivity and show up to the fandom dripping in bigotry, you should be embarrassed at your stupidity and lack of media literacy. And if you hate black cosplayers but love music genres built on black creativity, go get some therapy!
But even though I did gain strength from that, I did end up going to the hospital for health reasons, because if I stress myself out too much, I get sick. I won't elaborate because, you know, I don't want all that out there, because I feel like people are going to use that against me, like my own health issues. Cosplay community can be very rewarding and very, very lovely. I've met some of the greatest, most talented people ever, right? I have interest in stuff, and I shouldn't have to worry about a fucking racist in my fucking ear, bitch. Like, they're trying to, like, they try to scare you out of these places, but I'm not going anywhere. I battled sickle cell and won. I had a bone marrow transplant 11 years ago this year, and you think that I'm gonna quit? No, quitting is not in my DNA. Plus, I truly love this hobby, and part of the reason why I still do it is because of people like being so generous and kind towards me. And you know, I get to do wheelchair builds with my dad, and that's something that we do that he fucking loves it. And also, when I'm having a really, really, really bad day, I like to look at the messages that I get from parents whose kids, like, who they've seen my content before, and the parents are always like my daughter wants to use her natural hair now, she wants the afro wigs, and she wants this is this, that is that. And so I look at those messages and I'm like, I'm doing this for them. I'm doing this for the little black kids who didn't see themselves in characters. As long as I have breath, I am not leaving. I'm not going anywhere, because there should be a place for me in this goddamn game of cosplay. Plus, we're literally dressing up as characters that don't exist. Thank you guys for listening to me rant. Yeah, I was going to make a video like this sooner, but I was just so overwhelmed and so tired, and I've been sick like every month this year, I mean. So my track record is not already doing good, but I will try to more consistently upload. Thank you guys for being so nice and waiting for me. I love y'all. Love y'all. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.